I had to say this today. This is big right here. I've said this for the longest. Amazon will be the most powerful company in America. So watch this. In 2015, Amazon overtook Walmart. Became the bigger company than Walmart. 10 years later, Amazon is now the biggest company by revenue. By revenue. Walmart was the biggest company. And look at the stretch. So listen, it been fight. Look at how big the gap was. Look how big the gap was. And slowly, it's just, come on. So it just reported last week, look, Walmart 169 billion, Amazon 187 billion. That's almost 20 billion more. That's a lot in sales, bruh. That's a lot in sales, bruh. It's a lot. They cooking. He cooking. He cooking. I've said this a million times. Long term, Amazon is definitely a company that everybody should own. Why? Because it does not get in the industry that it does not eventually end up taking over. It does not get in the industry that it does not end up taking over. I've always said this. People are like, well, Apple, well. I'm like, listen, 100%, these are big dog companies. 100%, we can't argue the fact. But, bruh, Amazon, Jose. We've said this countless times.
Nah, that's real.
I don't give a lot of investment advice, but I have said, hey, everybody should own Amazon. Because you cannot deny what they're doing. You cannot deny the fact that watch this, Jose, the stat came out. 1 in every 4 people got Amazon Prime, bro, in America. That means in this room right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At least 2 of us got Amazon Prime. But watch this. How many of us got Amazon Prime?
I'm about to say that's everybody.
But no, I got 2 hands. He like me and my...
Yeah.
Bruh. 100%, bruh. We need to own it. All right, let's go a little further. So watch this, Jose. Walmart is raising prices to pay. So Walmart is going up, bruh. Now, what they is saying, what they are doing better than Amazon is they paying their people. You can make 600 bands as a manager at Walmart. Yeah, bruh. The move is part of Walmart's broader investment in its workforce, which includes salary increases for store managers and hourly employees, as well as a new bonus program for long-term hourly workers. Walmart has also boosted hourly wages by 30% in the recent years, with the average rate now $18. That's better than Walmart. That's better than Amazon. Walmart is growing a brand. Let's go a little further, man. The average American household has only $10,000 in savings. Estimates from Motley Money show that the average American household holds roughly $10,000 in savings, while some high-yield accounts can earn 4% annually. Many traditional savings accounts offer as low as 0.01%, meaning a $10,000 deposit might earn about $1 in interest a year. Let that sink in for a second, Jose. A $10,000 investment. That's huge.
I actually would expect it low.
I did. That is grown. It went from, what, 5,000?
And we saying this average, you know what I'm saying?
So that ain't bad. Watch this. Why the U.S. dollar matters, and I think this is so important for us, right? Because this is going to be important that they need to see. So watch this. So what we can see here is the dollar has depreciated and appreciated under different presidents. So for the most part, and I don't say this in a bad way or good way, just the numbers, the dollar has mostly appreciated more under Republicans and decreased under Democrats, based on from 1971 to 2024, right? Just the numbers, right? It has mostly increased under Republicans and decreased under Democrats, the value of the dollar. Now, Jose, I want to get into something right quick that I wrote down because I wanted us to see some notes I had on this. Now watch this. So some people may not understand this, Jose. So you gotta understand, do we have a strong dollar or a weak dollar? Because that's important. So you gotta look at the dollar index. So what the dollar index is, the dollar index, Jose, will compare the dollar to 170 currencies throughout the world that fluctuate day in and day out, right? So that's where my Forex traders come in at. They trade in the dollar and all that, US 30 and all that, right? Now, the strength is, some of those countries are, they're gonna measure the strength and weakness to the British pound, the Japanese yen, the euro, the US dollar, things like that, right? Now, the US dollar is considered strong or weak in comparison to the value of these other dollars. So you put them on side of each other, you see what they can do. Now, a strong dollar means that exports cost more in foreign markets. All right, so stuff that we send over gonna cost more, right? A weaker dollar means it's costlier for American consumers to buy. What you want is you want a dollar that can compete. You want a dollar, so sometimes you'll see where you'll hear like China is crashing the dollar. That's gonna impact the markets. So when we're looking at the economy, one thing we gotta always pay attention to is like, watch this. I remember taking my money to Europe, and it was something like $15 over here was like $13 over there, right? So our money against the euro was worth less, right? You want your dollar to be in a situation where it's competitive for imports, exports. You don't want it to be too strong. You don't want it to be too weak. You want it to be competitive in the markets. All right, man, Jose, so I want them to understand that, because as we go into these trade wars, these are gonna be something that you're really gonna have to pay attention to. You're gonna have to understand, I want you to start looking at the dollar index. When they start talking about, is the dollar, damn, I just dropped my top. They'll say stuff like the dollar's getting strong, the dollar's getting weak. It's important that we understand where our dollar is at in the market and compare to what we got going on.
Mike
that
Matthews asks, what's determines the strength or weakness?
Compared to other, so it's gonna compare to other dollars. What's the trading temperature in the market? You know what I'm saying? What's being traded? Interest rates, that 10-year note we talk about, those interest rates, the cost of goods being bought and sold, all of that matters in the market, man. Big tech's big bet on AI. So here's what we've seen, Jose. So watch this. The AI bet just got bigger. All seven Mag 7 stocks increased their bet on AI and CapEx to $320 billion this year. Amazon is doing $100 billion, Microsoft is doing $80 billion, Google is committing to $75 billion, and Facebook just said, hey, we turning up. And guess what they all said? We got to lay some people off. So, bruh, I want people to understand this. This goes back to something we said in the beginning. About companies now having a foot in the fight, right? Because one of the easiest ways, watch this, Jose, this will be good. One of the easiest ways for a company to preserve capital is to fire people, right? So what happens when you fire people and then you implement machinery? We understand that the machinery doesn't actually replace the person, but the machinery actually can do the assignment. Because the machine gonna do exactly what I said do. Hey, come in at 9 o'clock, do this, this, and this. Now, I can't ask the machine to free think. It's programmed to do these things. That becomes efficient. They spend $2 million on the front end to save $10 billion on the back end. Woo!
The plan is the writing on the wall.
The writing on the wall, cuz. The writing on the wall, cuz. And they spinning it, cuz. And Facebook.
Hey, you know how I know they spinning it? Everywhere I turn, everything I click on my computer, like, hey, I got an AI assistant for you.
I'm telling you, bro.
Everywhere.
I'm telling you, bro. You know why? Because people feel like this is an easy come up. And I'm telling y'all, you better fight the power that be. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power. You gotta fight the power that be. Fight the power. Come on, man, we gotta finish the shows, bro. You tripping, dog.